Hey there everyone, Joe here. Welcome to day 18 of the 30-day daily drawing challenge designed to help you develop a daily drawing habit in 10 minutes or less per day. So today we're doing big predatory mammals. I'm going to pick a grizzly bear. I thought about maybe doing a wolf just because you could get really kind of an interesting growl, but I wanted to get something that was a little bit more of the browns and some of the greens in the background anyway. And also to see if I can achieve the weightiness of the grizzly bear. So I've got my markers picked out. I've got kind of a limited palette here. So if you decide you want to try markers, you don't really need to have like 60, 70, markers. Just get yourself a nice simple palette that you think will work for what you want to draw. And if you don't have markers, feel free to draw with your pencil or pen, and because whatever it is, because the best sketching tool is the one you've got. Well, here we go. Let's get started. Got my timer set. Let's hit play. Pick the image, and let's get this thing set up here. Okay, so it's not moving. I'm gonna drop all of my markers on the floor because that's what you do when you. When you're sliding things around. So I'm going to start with, looking at this image, is this the one I wanted? No, this isn't the one I wanted. Yeah, we're going with it. I'm going to start with, actually going to reverse some of what I would said in the past. I'm going to go with it's kind of this, I'm going to use the light gray. I'll use the light gray to start. Use the light gray to start because it's basically like using a pencil. So let's see, let's get his the shape of his head here. Kind of see where his eyes are. Nose. Kind of interesting, kind of this big, almost from this angle, it almost looks like a mane. That front foot coming forward. Trying to get this sense of weight to this big animal here. So we got this kind of just a general, get some of these landmarks down. Make sure you can kind of see where his nose is going to be. A little bit of shading. I think we're going to have to come through with the some of those darks pretty fast. I think that would be it's going to be the way to get this to be quick. I'll leave some spaces for highlights. It's dark. Let's see. Okay. Now I'm going to take this blue and use that as the demarcation for some of that water. So it's not really in the image itself. It's pretty washed out, but I think it could be kind of interesting to have this come through here as a quick sketch, and then come through with I'm going to grab both of my greens and come through. Change the angle so that there's a little bit of a different texture of what goes through here. And I've been sticking with the brush side of these pretty much this whole time, and I'm going to continue doing that. Let's see how dark this is. Okay, not that much darker. So let's use it to our advantage though. This is kind of setting setting up the tone for getting him in place. Now I've got this one is a sepia tone, so I'm not sure exactly how dark this is. Okay, not that bad. So going back with the brush and kind of put this in. And I'm thinking about the texture of the fur. So that we can get decent looking little fuzzball here. Get this nose in here. Now, if this is the only brown you had, this would be perfectly fine to kind of stick with these tones. We could get some. We'll work in some darks with the. Yeah, this needs to be rounder. These rounder shapes. Get this to be more what's in front, what's in back. Think about the way that fur moves. When you're doing a quick sketch, that's kind of what you want to. For me, what I want to learn is what's the form of this animal? What makes a grizzly bear a grizzly bear? Can we? The first time you draw something, it's not going to turn out exactly how you want it, but there's always going to be something you learn from every time you draw. So we got this. I've got this brown. I'm going to trying to add some browns in the back just to kind of make sure that this kind of unifies together a little bit better. I'm going to come in with the. I had picked out that slate, which I think, when you look on this other side, yeah, it's pretty dark, but it's kind of a dark, kind of a cool dark, which I think will lend itself to this photo here. And that way we can use this just as the as our black basically, and not worry about a black. More precise, a little more careful how this color goes down. And it's not going to be a perfect match of color. That's the thing about markers; they're not going to be perfect. Well, unless you have a huge collection, you can get pretty close. But it's you're not really mixing colors. You're kind of using what's available to get a quick thing down. Just kind of rough fur here. I might come in with black a little bit too, but I'm not sure yet. That's what I'm gonna. So we can kind of get these dark shapes underneath. When you're sketching, I think it's best to be quick, and the reason for that is just because you're developing an idea. You're developing ideas, so that when you do decide, okay, I want to really paint a cool picture of this grizzly, you can kind of take a deep breath, take your time, because you've made some of your judgment calls in your initial sketches and working through that kind of stuff. I think I am going to use the black in here. Let's pull some of this back in the background so we can kind of get a little bit more of that color coming through. So some of my proportions are off, but that's kind of what you want to, like I said, that's what you want to learn as you're going. Like, okay, well, where should I put that line? Where can things go? And get you thinking. Okay, let's switch it up. Let's go to, let's pull in some of these pulling a mid gray. And 4 brush. I think I'll get some of these. Use this kind of as a blender. Come around. His muzzle is probably one of the lighter tones on his face, and I say his, but only because I don't see any cubs. So, but it could very well be a she. That could be an interesting. This is the kind of animal I'd like to see in the wild at a distance. They definitely have some power, right? I think I read once. Oh, almost done here. Let's go over a little bit again. I'm going to come through with that black and see if it unifies things a little bit better. Let's take this front leg here. Make sure there's not too much extra on that out of the way. Okay, let's just come through. I'm going to use this just like a sketching pencil or a sketching pen. And it might screw things up, but it's all right. It's kind of like you're refining your forms, getting an idea for where things are, what are your darks, what are your lights, and that's what I think the black marker really kind of does at the end, is to tie things together. See, I got his back leg back too far, but that's okay. Let's just do it in there. It's a little bit of a different angle. Just we can kind of get that in there. So you can kind of see where he's at. Get some of that hair in there, and then let's pull this line underneath here. That way, it kind of sets the design of your sketch a little bit better. Well, there you have it. 10 minutes, a little bit over. Of Grizzly Bear. I think it seems like I tend to go over a little bit more with the markers, and that probably is because with the addition of color, there's more that my mind wants to achieve in a given sketching session. So, but whatever time you've got, if you've build yourself some whatever time it is, whatever is a minute, 2 minutes, if you've done it, you're building your sketching habit. So no matter how much time you take, you're doing it. Congratulations. Hey, if you've made it this far, please be sure to give me a like and share this with your friends if you can. If you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see in the future, if you have any questions, feel free to put them down below in the doobly-doo, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can and do my best to answer your question. Hey, click the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I do future posts. Also, subscribe. Subscriptions help a lot, and as I build this channel out, we'll see how things go. But having fun. I hope you're having fun too. Hey, if you can give somebody a reason to smile, you just might get to smile too. So thanks a lot, everyone. Love you all. See you tomorrow.